Hello. I know I promised you guys that we were gonna get into the fun stuff and start writing and reading some words in Arabic, but I think there is something important we still need to cover. Um, just so when we get into the reading and writing part and you see these things, you're not like, oh, what the fuck are these? So these are like the add-ons. We have letters like alif and ba and ta and tha. And sometimes we add stuff on top. مثلا a, b, to, tha. Remember a, I, u, ba, bi, bu, ta, ti, tu? We add these things that change the pronunciation of the letter. So it can be pronounced in like three ways. In fact, there are more of these little add-ons. There are more of them. So let's go through them one by one. Firstly, let's go through the ones that we covered. So we have, first of all, number one, we have Fatha. Fatha. How do we read this word? Fatha. This is the one that goes on top. Okay, for example, ba, ta, tha. Fatha comes from the word open. So when you pronounce these words, like with a fatha on top, you tend to open your mouth. Okay? I don't know, open the sound. So you go ba, ta. Notice yourself while you pronounce these, like you tend to open your mouth, no? For example, ja. What else? Ra. Okay, so that's fatha. And the second one we covered, sorry, we went to Kasra. Kasra. This one's like B, T, Thi. Okay, the one that goes on the bottom. Kasra comes from break, makes you break the sound. I don't know, but it's just like, I just imagine it makes you go down. It just brings the sound down. B, T, Thi. Okay? So that's Kasra. So this is basically equivalent to A, like the vowel A. So we go, for example, this Ba is basically the letter B. And when we add the Fatha on top, it becomes Ba. And this is Ba, the letter B. And when we add a Kasra, it becomes E. B. And now let's go to Damma. Damma. It's the opposite of this one. It's like close. You tend to close your mouth. You make this shape with your lips when you pronounce the letter. For example, this is B. When we add a Damma, it becomes Bu. So this vowel is A, and this is E, and this is U, Bu, Tu, Thu. Notice your lips when you pronounce these words. Kind of makes this shape. Okay, so these are the vowels. We have A, E, and U. What else do we got? We got a few others where we haven't covered. We have these ones, but double, okay? What do we call them? We call them Tanween. What does Tanween mean? These are like the noon makers. Noon makers. They make you make the sound noon. Do you remember this letter? Basically N in Arabic. It's a smiley face with a one eye. I think I called it Cyclops or Cyclone or whatever. So Tanween. Tanween. What are Tanweens? What Tanweens do we have? These ones, we had Fatha, okay? But you just put another one on top, okay? And we had Kasra, and you just put another one on the bottom. And we had Damma, and you put another one next to it, okay? So these are Tanweens. What does it mean? Okay, so let's go to examples. For example, the letter Ba, okay? When we add a Damma, this makes the sound Bu, right? Okay. What happens when we add another Damma? What happens? it becomes bu plus n. What is this? Bun. Bun. Okay? So ta with a fatha is ta. What happens when we add another fatha on top? It's ta plus noon, which is 10. 10. We don't write this, we just write the double fatha, okay? 10. What happens when we put jim? This is jim, makes the sound ja. What happens when we put a kasra on the bottom and we put another one on the bottom? Okay, it becomes ji plus noon, which is jin. Jin. Okay. I hope you got that. Just in case, we go to more examples. For example, a with 2 fatha is equal to a with 1 fatha plus n. Okay, so it's, how do you pronounce this? We know how to pronounce this. This is a, and plus n is n. Okay, n. And this is with 1 Damma, 2 Damma. What is equal? Just 1 Damma plus n. What is this? This is the sound that it makes. Okay, it's not like a math thing. It's just a sound that it makes. So this is equivalent, the same sound that you would make saying this. Un. Instead of u, when we add another one, it becomes un. Un. This is u. This is un when we have 2 of them. This is ha. And this is han. Han. Okay? You just add an n sound at the end when you do double, okay? And this is kha. Oh no, this is khi. And this is khin. Okay? Technically, it's more correct to write over here. I think, I don't know. Potatoes. Okay, for example, ra. When you do 2, it becomes run. Okay, run. It's same as ra, and then you add an n. Okay, run. So these are Tanween. Okay, I think those are easy. It's basically the same as the original ones, but you just add like an n sound at the end. For example, here, when you add another one, it becomes tin instead of t. And this one is thu. If you add another one, it becomes thun. Okay, just put an n at the end. Perfect. Okay, let's move to the other one. This one is quite easy. It's just like a little circle. For example, we have the letter ba, and we add a little circle on top. This is hard to pronounce by itself. It has to be in a word. For example, we have the word dad in Arabic is ab. So this is alif with a fatha is a, and this is ba with a sukun is ab. Notice how ba is not either. It's not ba, it's not b, it's not bu. It is just b. So this is sukun. This one is sukun. It means stop or pause, or so you just, the letter is like just the original sound without any movement. It doesn't go up, down, or around. Okay, so it's just ab. You try and stop immediately when you go to B. Okay, ab. Okay, another example. Okay, this is coffee in Arabic. Notice this letter. What is this letter? This is a ba. This is a ba with a damma on top. How do you pronounce it? It's bu, okay? And this is an N, right? So this is bun, okay? Bun. Notice, yeah, it's the same as what we did earlier with the Tanween. But this is like an actual word. It means coffee. So we go with this, we make the sound and make its movement, bu. And when we go to the N, because it has like a little stop sign on top, Sukun, we just stop immediately as soon as we pronounce it. Like we just slightly pronounce it. We just pronounce bun, bun. We don't say bunu or buna or buni. We say bun. For example, this, we don't say aba, abi, abu. We say ab. We just stop at the sound. Okay, so that was Sukun. One more. I think this is the last one. It's just a little W. Just write a little W from right to left. And it never comes by itself, okay? Never comes. Oh, by the way, I mean, maybe one of you had this question. Can we mix two, for example, when I said ben, like we have one fatha and another fatha, like can we mix these? Like we do one fatha and one kasra, or one fatha and one damma? No, it doesn't work like that, okay? So we just have tanween, which is just double them, okay? Double of the same sign. These don't work. Anyway, let's go back to Shadda. Shadda. This means emphasis, okay? We kind of pause on the letter and like, not pause. I use pause with the previous one. Sukun, yeah, sukun, stop, pause. This is like you emphasize the sound of the letter, okay? And it never comes by itself. It's a little W. It either comes with a fatha, it either comes with a kasra, or either comes with a sukun, okay? For example, let's go. This is mother in English. This is u, and this is ma, but mi, ummi, ummi, ummi. So when you see the meme with a shadda on top with a kasra, this is equal to meme with a sukun, which is the pause, plus meme with a kasra. It matches this, okay? So it's like double the letter, okay? That's why we like emphasize it. Okay, so wait. Let's put over here. So we go me, me. Okay, so it's like just doubling the letter. Okay, so this is u, and then you go like and then you go me. Okay, me. Other examples, so we get this correctly. Yeah, for example, the word shadda. This is a sha. The word shadda itself has a shadda on the da. That's why I wrote D twice over here. Shadda. Shadda. It's like writing sha and then writing it there with a sukun. So this is shadd. And then shad, because this is a fatha, the other one's going to be a fatha. And then this, okay? So this is shadda. 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 All right. So let's go through them again. For example, we have the letter Sin. This is the letter Sin. Teeth and a smile, okay? Teeth and a smile. So this is, what sound does it make? This is the letter Sin. It makes a sound S in English. So this is Sa. This is Si. This is Su. This is with a fatha. This is with a kasra. This is with a damma. Okay? Sa, si, su. And then this is with a sukun. So this is basically s, s. It's hard to do it by itself. So let's just add another random letter next to it, okay? So this is us, us. This is usi, usi. And this is usa. And this is usu. These are not real words, by the way, just so this is usa, usi, usu, and this is us. Okay? Hope you see the difference. Usa, usi, usu, us. All right. Now let's go to the Tanween. So this is sa, and when we add another one, it becomes sen. This is si, when we add another one, it's sin. And this is su, and when we add another one, it's sun. Okay? And we have Shadda. For example, sa, sa, sa. And this is si, si, si. So you actually like hold the letter a bit. And this is su, su, su. Okay? And you can have combinations of these. Okay, anyway. Next video, we start reading some words and hopefully it all becomes clear. Bye bye, toodles.